Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a bill to pump millions of dollars into flood-ravaged eastern Kentucky is now law. Both chambers of the legislature easily passed the flood relief bill today, and the governor signed it. WYNT's Phil Pendleton covered the developments and has more from Frankfort.
Kentucky lawmakers worked very quickly to get this bill approved in just 3 days, and then this afternoon the governor signed it into law. Governor Beshear signed House Bill 1 into law within a few hours after it passed both House and Senate. The House passed it 97-0. It cleared the Senate 35-1. It set up more than $200 million in help for cities, counties, and schools. It'll focus on repairing roads, bridges, and the schools damaged or destroyed by floodwaters. It would also let schools adjust their calendars because of the delay in starting up their school years because of damage done. There has been some questions raised about housing, but legislative leaders and the governor say those needs are being addressed.
But the bill we passed today takes a substantial first step, a very substantial first step in rebuilding eastern Kentucky.
There is significant funding in here that can be used for intermediate housing. We can also use other dollars from the Budget Reserve Trust Fund as we are still in a state of emergency if necessary.
The bill received a unanimous approval in the House, 97-0, but there was one lawmaker in the Senate who voted against it, Senator John Schickel, but he said it was mainly because of the process. He believed that the bill should have been passed in 5 days instead of 3. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Senator Brandon Smith says he would like to see another session to focus on the housing needs in eastern Kentucky. Mudslides are slowly but steadily chipping off mountainsides across the region. Now homeowners are faced with the challenge of cleaning up after the flood and protecting their homes from getting crushed. Mud and rock slides have always been an issue, but now that is escalated because of the recent flood. Homeowner Tiffany Bentley says she's worried that abandoned coal mines could be making things worse.
There was 2 waterfalls coming out from the hillside up here, and you can see that there's pipes and stuff from maybe the mines before.
Bentley, along with other homeowners in the region, are concerned they might not get help from recovery agencies. We'll have more about this at 5:30. We're learning more about a group of Letcher Countyans who risked life and limb to save their neighbors. WYMT's Will Puckett shows us how they dropped everything to rescue folks trapped in the floodwaters.
This spot behind me is next to West Whitesburg Elementary. It was one of several communities across Letcher County that were submerged in the July floods. But in this particular instance, several individuals from across Letcher County stepped up to save people who were submerged. Jamie Hatton, Donnie Adams were just 2 of those individuals. And they tell me, looking back now 4 weeks later, they would do it all over again.
I don't know, you get in that kind of rescue mode and you just see people desperate and scared and needing help, and you don't take time to really think about it. You just do what you need to do to get these people out.
I've had a bunch of people say I'm a hero. I don't think so. I'm just helping people, man. You know what I mean? It's cool. It makes me feel good. I ain't lie to you about it. It makes me feel really cool when people say that to me. It makes me feel really happy. It makes me feel humbled.
Jamie Hatton, the Letcher County attorney, said he woke up that Thursday morning and expected it to be like any other day. Donnie Adams says that by the end of it, he was having fun and knew exactly what he was setting out to do. In Letcher County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
The men were just 2 of a number of others who used bass boats, jet skis, and even kayaks to save lives. We'll have more on this coming up tonight at 6. Today was an exciting day for the Breathitt County School District as they prepare to start school next week. Groups from surrounding communities brought items today to help meet many of the needs for students who will be returning to school. Lexington Christian Academy was at Breathitt County High School dropping off bags filled with items for students in need since the devastating flood.
It's an honor to be the hands and feet of Christ, and Breathitt County, we have so many connections here. Many of our families at LCA have relatives here, might have grown up here. And so it is a joy. We're all one family in Kentucky. So it is a joy just to serve our neighbors.
LCA says this is not their last trip to Breathitt County, and they plan to support the Breathitt County school system in the weeks and months ahead. WYMT's Olivia Calfee will have more on another special delivery of toys to Breathitt County schools. That's tonight at 6.
Continuing to watch spotty to scattered storms develop around the region so far. One wave kind of moving through right now, and we'll see another one as we head later on into tonight, at least potentially. Outside right now, one area not seeing any storms. It's completely sunny out at London Corbin Airport at this hour. Still all quiet right now. They sit, though, at 88. A dew point of 67 makes it feel better than 90 degrees right now. That is a common theme around the mountains. We look at around the region. We're at 79 in Hazard, 77 in Pikeville, but that's because we've seen rain. Areas that haven't are quickly closing in on 90, and I think there's still a little bit of time to see 90-degree temperatures before all is said and done tonight. Dew points are back up into the upper 60s to near 70 compared to the lower 60s where they were, so that muggy meter is definitely higher in the next couple of days. We're watching those spotty storms really centered on portions of Letcher and Harlan counties right now, down into Bell County as well. Not severe, but they do have the possibility of producing winds to 30 miles per hour and plenty of heavy rain and lightning, so it's something we need to watch for high school football tonight. Keep that First Alert weather app handy because we will be seeing temperatures down into the 70s eventually tonight and into the 60s, but we'll have to watch those spotty storms. I'll have the details on when we could see more chances for scattered storms coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. A federal court has unsealed the affidavit used to justify the August 8th search of former President Donald Trump's Florida home. Much of the document, though, is redacted to protect both witnesses and federal law enforcement personnel, as well as to, quote, to protect the integrity of the ongoing investigation. That's according to the Justice Department. CBS News and other media organizations requested that the affidavit be made public with far more limited redactions.
The 38-page partially redacted affidavit sheds stunning details on why FBI agents searched former President Donald Trump's Florida residence earlier this month. In it, the special agent in charge said there is probable cause to believe that the locations to be searched contain evidence, contraband, fruits of crime, or other items illegally possessed. And there is also probable cause to believe that evidence of obstruction will be found. The affidavit also lays out an FBI review found that 14 of 15 boxes of documents turned over to the National Archives back in January of this year contained classified material, stating of most significant concern was that highly classified records were unfolded, intermixed with other records, and otherwise improperly identified. The special agent also noted he does not believe any spaces within the premises have been authorized for the storage of classified information since the end of the former president's term. Legal experts say the court ordered unsealing of the redacted affidavit during the early stages of an ongoing federal investigation are as unusual and unprecedented as the search itself.
The more transparent this investigation is, the more likely people will not be able to cast doubt or aspersion on what the motives were.
I don't know the detail. I don't even want to know. I'll let the Justice Department take care of it.
Friday, Trump lambasted the affidavit, the Justice Department, and the federal judge who signed off on the search, which he called a break-in of his home. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Reports from legal documents already revealed to the public say federal agents are investigating potential violations of 3 federal laws, including impeding an investigation, the removal of classified national security records, and violation of parts of the Espionage Act. Meanwhile, former President Trump faces a deadline by the end of today to further explain why he has requested a neutral person known as a special master to review the documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. Coming up on First at 4, the biggest beer festival in the world is making a comeback, but not without a cost.
And showers and storms will be with us this evening. The impact they could have on high school football is coming right up.